Lies, 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 lies. You don't know, and you're lying. That's my answer to muscle discord.
Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of very interesting bodybuilding updates. The first thing we're gonna start this video off with is Chris Aceto's response to all the allegations against his client and our reigning Mr. Olympia, Derek Lunsford. Of course, he's referring to the PMMA use that Natalia Coelho, the women's physique Miss Olympia, and Derek Lunsford were accused of by Muscle Discord or by the alleged whistleblower from Brazil. So apparently Derek and Natalia were affiliated with this clinic in Brazil where they do these PMMA injections, and the trainer of Derek Lunsford also did the same procedure for his chest. So now the talk is that Derek may have done the same thing. And of course, Derek is not commenting on this at all, but we got a response and an explanation by his coach, Aceto, Chris Aceto. Let's hear what Chris actually has to say on this.
Natalia's procedure is 100% confirmed, and there's a very high possibility that Derek Lunsford did the procedure too.
Hardly a scandal. Hardly anything original, Chris. People have been injecting synthol since the beginning of time. So I don't see, how this is scandalous in any way whatsoever. It's typical bodybuilder.
All right, I'm gonna have to pause right here. So before Chris was given a word, Dave Palumbo made this introduction and he played the part of the video where Muscle Discord accuses Derek as well as Natalia, and Dave says basically this is nothing new, this is nothing original. Guys have been doing SEO and synthol since the beginning of time. So Dave is not defending Derek. He's not saying that he did this, but he's saying if he did it, whatever, it's fine, it's okay. Is it really okay? I mean, doing some synthol, some SEO, I'm okay with that. It just volumizes the muscle a little bit. A lot of you guys still don't understand that synthol is not like what those guys in Brazil are doing when they get arms swollen like this. That's something else. That's injecting vegetable oil or something like that. Doing synthol has to be done smart. It's not even noticeable if you do it the right way. If you do a little bit more of it, then it might be visible, but still it can look good. PMMA is something else. It's basically these fillers that Rich Piana did, for example, and it stays there forever. It's basically almost like doing a breast implant or like a butt implant. And you do that for your chest or your shoulders or your arms as a bodybuilder. That's not good. That's not acceptable. And if you know that that's happening, I don't know, man. Like, it's too much, to be honest. It's not bodybuilding. It's body implanting. I mean, it's terrible, but whatever. Let's continue.
It's not allegations. It's accusations. Did Derek use it for the Arnold? Did Derek use it for the Olympia? No. Period.
Okay, of course, Chris is denying it. What else is he gonna say? He did it? Of course he's denying it, and he's gonna get a little bit more into detail in a second. Let's check out what Dave also had to say.
No one accused Derek of looking enhanced at the Olympia. I didn't hear one. Maybe some people didn't think he should have won the Olympia, but no one said, oh, he has suspicious looking body parts. Not one person said that.
Okay, I guess that's true. This year, the Mr. Olympia, there weren't a lot of accusations of that sort. There were before, specifically around his lats from the front, these lumps that he had, I think 2 years ago or last year. And also, there's a lot of talk about why are his arms so smooth, and maybe you can make an argument that something has potentially been done to his abs. You guys remember that Derek's abs were super shallow, and this year at Mr. Olympia, they did not seem that shallow. And yes, this is bodybuilding. We are supposed to expect these guys to actually make the improvements by training the muscle. Yeah, abs are a very difficult part to develop. If you don't have them genetically, they're probably not gonna get much thicker with training. But you never know. Maybe he actually did a lot of training and he progressed them. I would never even think of this before I heard these accusations. So maybe there's that. One very notable person from the industry, an expert in this topic, mentioned to me once that Samson Dauda may have done the same procedure for his abs. I have no idea if that's true, but just hearing that that's something people do was surprising to me. Bodybuilders do. And you guys probably know my take on this, my stance. I am okay with a little bit of SEO because, yeah, as Dave says, it's part of the sport. You can't live in denial. You gotta accept it, and you have to draw a line somewhere. For me personally, PMMA is definitely crossing that line, but doing a little bit of SEO just to volumize the muscle, bring up smaller body parts that are lacking behind. Yeah, I guess a good artist can do that in the right way. You can't build a physique with only SEO, but with PMMA, you can literally make a body part that you were missing completely, a big body part. Like wellness girls can do that with their glutes, and I guess bodybuilders can do it with their chest or shoulders. I mean, I don't know if that will be visible on stage. Can it be done so that it actually looks normal? It looks natural? I don't know. Could Derek have done this? Who the hell knows? But I don't think anything looked weird about his physique. I don't see any implants, but if he has done it, it needs to be sanctioned.
Matt is trying to insinuate that because he was in Brazil with all those guys, his coach obviously has used this PMMA, which doesn't mean Derek used it. I asked, why was Derek in Brazil?
You asked me why I was in Brazil. I get spit it out in 2 seconds. Money.
Okay, nothing interesting here, really. The reason why he was in Brazil with all those guys was money. I guess he was promoting this clinic even though he wasn't using it for his body, I guess. But here is one interesting part to what Chris says about Derek and this, and I guess Chris was trying to say something nice about Derek, but in this context, it came out kind of wrong. Check this out.
Derek will do anything to win.
Derek will do anything to win. Does that include using PMMA and SEO? I guess so. I mean, Chris is not really denying when Dave says that everybody's using Synthel. So yeah, I think it's pretty safe to assume that Derek is using SEO as far as this PMMA stuff. I don't know. I doubt it. I mean, I don't know if it's possible to do it and to look that good, as good as Derek did, to win the Mr. Olympia. But maybe they became so good at doing it that you can actually do that. Win the Miss Olympia in women's physique and Open Olympia. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what to think. This is just what Chris had to say. I thought I wanted to show it to you, a short version so you don't have to watch the whole live stream 2 hour long. Tell me down below in the comment section, guys, your thoughts. Do you think Derek did it? Whatever you think, down below in the comments. Alright, the next thing we got is something really interesting to me, at least. I don't know how many of you guys are Iain Valliere fans. I used to be a huge fan of this guy back when he was competing, and you guys know that I'm a huge fan of Fuad's podcast, and the podcast wouldn't be the same without Iain as the co-host. But as far as him as a bodybuilder, you know, I liked his physique. You know, it wasn't the most aesthetic physique, it was very rugged, but it was a freaky physique. Like, he was a 270-pound bodybuilder at a height of, I don't know, guys, maybe 5'9", something like that. So he was a massive dude, and he trained like a maniac as well. He was deadlifting like crazy. He was posting all those videos about it, and he's very vocal about all his thought processes as far as training and eating and gear and everything like that. So I liked him. I like to listen to him, and now it seems like he might be actually finally coming back. Because he posted some recent training videos, and this photo where he's flexing one of his biceps, and you know, he's all covered up. I don't think we saw him in a tank top ever since he retired. I mean, retired quote unquote. Is it really a retirement if you come back a couple of years later? I don't know, but it seems like he might be coming back. So you guys probably watch Fuad's podcast, and you know that the reason why he stopped was because he kind of lost his passion for bodybuilding, and he tried some other things in the meantime. He went off of everything completely. He tried to get his wife pregnant, and I think he froze enough sperm, and now he can actually, maybe if he wants to, go back to competing and juicing mainly. So again, he's not showing us his full physique here, but I think he's hiding away because he wants to show the end result. He wants to make a transformation and maybe then think about competing if it's good enough. I mean, I get this because I kind of went through the same thing this year. I kind of stopped competing and I tried to do other things in life, but eventually I went back to just doing bodybuilding and loving it. Like, we are addicted to this, especially these guys who are at that level, professional level. It's very difficult to reinvent yourself and find something else if you can still do bodybuilding. So he tried sprinting for a while, not really lifting like a bodybuilder. I think he tried to not eat like a bodybuilder, but he couldn't do without it. And I'm the same. And now that he's finally allowed to take some juice, it seems like he's doing that, because I think he looks bigger, fuller, and in better condition. What I can see basically on his flexed bicep and what he could be looking like underneath the shirt. So I'm guessing he's probably gonna wait for a while to actually look good and then post the transformation and then potentially think about competing again. Now, could he still be a top 7 Olympian? I mean, he did win the last show he competed at, 2023 Toronto Pro. And yeah, at this point, his physique was suffering some injuries or nerve damage, whatever that thing was, like with his chest getting too separated. He was losing his lats a little, but then he would bring them back if he would come in fuller to a show. So I don't know how ruined his physique is. I don't think he has any major injuries. And I know he trained this entire time while he was retired, and he didn't take any drugs, and he actually stayed pretty big. So now, if he starts blasting, I don't think it's too late. I don't think he's that old. I think he's like maybe 34 right now. So I think he can probably successfully come back if he wants to go through that again. But based on his posts lately, stuff like this, feeling nostalgic, posting old photos of him posing, talking about how he's missing moments like this under the lights, it seems like a comeback is very, very possible. Everybody is commenting in his post that he's coming back. He didn't announce it yet officially, but I think it's coming. I think it's very, very possible. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. Is he gonna come back? And if he does, how successful can he still be? Alright, and the last thing we got is something about Shaun Clarida. So Shaun announced that he's doing this pro show in China, and somebody was smart to write a comment like this. Check this out. Could you tell me why the Olympia top guy who is 100% qualified for the 2026 goes to Olympia qualifier competition? For what? For not giving a chance to other athletes to qualify? I paraphrased a little, but that's basically what they said. And Shaun replies. Shaun replies and says, clearly you're miseducated and you don't know how this sport works. Aside from it being my job, I am an ambassador for this sport, and promoting and competing worldwide is what we do as professional bodybuilders. I do shows all over the world, especially for those countries like China, where fans may not get a chance to travel to the US to see us compete, so they appreciate us for coming there to compete and meet them. It's funny, athletes get crap for not traveling or doing more shows per year, and here I am on my 4th show traveling the world and still I'm getting crap for it. Shake my head. And if you check the original post, you will see a bunch of comments from all the other top level athletes and coaches defending Shaun, and as far as I'm concerned, guys, I don't see how anything can be wrong with this. We had the same comments about that one bikini competitor who like won, 10 shows in a year or more than that. I'm not even sure. Shaun this is only his 4th show. That's not even that many. There are bodybuilders who have done more. It's only that he's probably gonna win. But that's not guaranteed, really. So whoever is upset about this, I guess it's a bodybuilder who hoped they're gonna win this show and qualify for the Mr. Olympia. Just get better, man. And that's it. Whatever you guys think about this issue, this topic, what about Aceto and his comments on Derek's PMMA use, or about Iain's comeback, down below in the comments, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to do that. See you soon, guys. All the best and bye-bye.